check me. Don't make a video in ages. Then I did 2 in one day. This one is very, very different from the last one that I did. This one's in a much lighter note, and very light with the touching. I haven't got HD because, like, I've got bad skin. Anyway, once again, disclaimer, my thoughts and opinions, and literally this is about me and my world, so it can't be anybody else's opinion, even though I am going to mention it ties in with other stuff. And I swear, disclaimer done, here we go. I used to do videos on this many years ago, more than I do now. I kind of shut my face about it, about my own stuff, a lot, and how I work and what I do and all this lot, because nobody gives a shit, really, apart from out else. But it's a conversation I've been having with myself a lot lately. I've been thinking, because I've been watching The Boys, highly recommend, yeah, I'm like, you know, like, what would it be like to have a superpower? You know, you do all this shit. I consider, you know, like, when I've been toying with, what would be my superpower? And it's like, well, I kind of have a superpower anyway, because I have something that I can do that not many people can do. And that's my dream work, right? And something happened the other day that I thought I'd share, just to keep the mood light. And also I want to brag because it was epic. And I probably dreamt it because I watched The Boys, and Jensen Ackles in that, and Jensen Ackles is also in Supernatural, and Supernatural is what I watch in bed before I go to bed. So that's probably why it happened. This will all become clear in a minute. I'm sorry, Lord. Lord. Oh. Anyways, something happened the other night with Jensen Ackles. Now, last week, I dreamt about Sam Winchester, not Jared Padalecki. 2 separate men. I'm sure Jared Padalecki is a lovely fella. I mean, he's gorgeous. He's drop dead gorgeous, let's face it. I'm sure he's a lovely chap. But he don't gank demons, and he don't sit there with a laptop researching cool shit all day, every day. And he doesn't spend most of his time in flannel. And, yeah, it's Sam Winchester for me. Sorry, Jared. That's the thing. Jensen is just Jensen. It's a whole different animal. He is just an animal. Anyways, I'd had a dream about Sam Winchester, which in itself was inappropriate. Sorry, Jen. And I'm sorry, Danielle. Like, but this is something that I do. You know, like, I've had sex, sexual things, romance and all of this fandango with such biggies. Jason, people who'd never look at me in a million years. Jason Momoa, done him. Chris Hemsworth, done him. I've done them both several times, different teams. Jungkook from BTS, sorry. I feel bad about that because I'm army and they're not to be touched. They're just golden and no, but been there, done that, sorry. Tom Hiddleston, oh my God, that was absolutely, several teams. But one of them was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Now, this sounds weird, right, to most people, but these memories are as real as any memory in my head, because I dream. That's how I dream. Like, it's something that I can do, that happens to me, that doesn't happen to most people. It's like, it's always been the case. I remember when I was little and my mum used to say, well, I remember my mum telling people, oh, fucking hell, she'll come down in the morning and you can't shut her up. She'll just be like, yada, yada, yada. It's like an hour and a half and she's not stopped telling us what she's dreamt about. When my dad passed, I was 8 years old. My dad came to see me in my dreams. And it's not just the shenanigans. I was taught to swim, how to swim in my dreams. I learned how to swim in my 30s, late 30s. Now, when I was younger, I'd had so many people, up until, from when I was like under 10, up until I was in my 20s, people trying to teach me how to swim, and I just could not fucking understand it. Then a series of coinkydinkies happened where I actually got taken to a swimming pool for the first time in 10, 15 years. I do apologise. I've been drinking fizz. Got to go out somewhere, right? So I happened to find myself in a swimming pool, not just find myself, oh, bugger me, why am I here? Not like that, series of events. And as it happens, for about 3 months before this happening, I'd been having dreams where I was flying, and I've not done that in years, to be fair, but I used to. It was like when something bad happened, I'd fly away. Rather than face it head on, I'd fly away, because I've seen some really, oh God, disgusting, barbaric things. Again, as real as any memory in my head. And to get away from it, because I couldn't physically wake myself up, I'd fly away. And yeah, and I was taking physio for my MS. She's like, look, we'll take you for some swimming. So I went with this one session, and I got in this pool and thought, well, I'm going to try and do in the water how I've been flying, how I've been getting through the air. And bugger me, I swam. I literally taught myself how to swim in my dreams. I know what it feels like to bareback ride, galloping on a horse, mate. Oh, God, that was amazing, that was. Obviously, learned about Freemason royalty in my sleep. And the tie-in between Freemasonry and ancient Egypt and all this fandango. I learned about Thoth in my sleep and the coming reckoning and all of this fandango. And it's something that I really, really am proud of when I sit down and look at it and realise that a lot of people can't do this. I'll talk to my Bezzy and say, like, oh my God, this happened, and tell her about it. She's like, why can't I have dreams like that? You know, like a lot of people don't even dream. Quick little handy hints. Before you go to bed, take some time to get inside your head before you go to sleep. Don't just go to sleep. Have a conversation with the universe, you know what I mean? Like, ask for guidance, ask to be taught stuff. It's how I learn most of what I learn. I shouldn't know half of what I know because I don't research. Like, literally, I just ask the all, and the all will go like, oh, see that over there? Go and pick that up. Which happened once. Oh God, you're waffling. Cool shit happens when you realise that cool shit happens. When you realise that there's magic out there, magic will happen to you. That's the thing. Anyways, I need to share this with somebody because Jensen, bless him, the other day, and I have, like, oh no, too many fucking things. This one, I've just focus on the one thing, Kez. Focus on the one thing. I was literally, why I'm whispering, I don't know. I was literally rogered awake by Jensen. How can you get rogered awake? Let me explain in great detail because I'm so proud. Yes, I'm bragging that I can do this. It's amazing. Right, so I'm there. I don't know how we got into this. But he's behind me, and we're both stood up. And it was so weird, right? It was a particularly hefty thrust, and he literally shot me into consciousness. It was like I broke through a curtain. He was off, I went forward, and as I went forward, everything fell back, and I went from that world into this world like I was breaking out of an egg or something like that, you know, like a chicken breaking out of an egg. It was so bizarre, and literally I've not stopped smiling since, because it's might be shit in real life. I highly doubt it. But yeah, so like, as I say, I'm not the facts person. I'm just giving you my opinions and my experiences. And yes, I was obviously born with this gift because, like I say, my mum used to say when I was ever so little that I'd come downstairs and explain my dreams, and they'd just be in great detail. So it is something that, but I truly believe that everybody can get some level of that. And I also believe that it's some connection, it could be some connection to other dimensions and things like this. Dimensions where I'm attractive and people want to do me senseless. Thank you. But yeah, you know, like, you know, take your time to get in that zone, and also when you wake up, take the time to, if you can. And I see, this is why these people, she's done it again, you managed to work it into this too, Cass. These people know full well that this is a thing, that you can travel in your sleep. They know that. That's why we have to, one of the many reasons why we have to kowtow to these time constraints. Getting up, go to work, coming home, doing the dinner, going to bed knackered, doing the same thing again. Because if we had the time to explore the other side, we would all know exactly who they are, exactly what they're doing, exactly why they're doing it, and we'd just say, nah, mate, nah. Because they see these worlds, they travel to these dimensions, they know full well what they keep from us. And if we all got that glimpse, then Jensen Ackles would send us right at him 100 rates of knots, and we'd both. Sorry, apologise to Jensen Ackles, but thank you. He didn't even feel it, bless him. But yeah, like dozens. I can't. If I had a penny for every dream. I guess it's why I'm celibate. It's like, I don't need it. Just occasionally, like, something like that will happen. I'll be like, oh, that's amazing. I'll dine out on this for 6 months. I don't need no man. I've just had the best of the best, mate. That'll do me. I'm fine. Onward. Anyway, so yeah, just thought I'd share a little brag. Yeah. Have you shagged Jensen Ackles this week? Yeah. Blush. Sorry.